Ask me any questions, all good. I'm Robbie Williams. I'm one of the biggest pop stars in the world. But I've always seen myself a little less evolved.
Could you talk a bit about how it was like for you to actually watch this unfold and how it was to see yourself as a monkey in these like pivotal moments of your life?
So when Michael suggested that this would be the big thing in the movie, I instantly was like, this is incredible. Yes, go for it. Let's do it. And I always just naturally presumed that it was going to be sensational. There was no doubt in my mind that it was going to be mind-blowing. And then Michael would come with his computer and he'd show me some scenes that were yet to be sewn together. And I was right. Yeah, and I knew it. Yeah. And once again, I proved everyone wrong.
Robbie, you yourself described yourself as the main villain of this film. So I was wondering if you could talk a bit about how that journey has been like, of like retelling the darker chapters of your life, and how the conversations between the two of you have been in terms of how to approach that part.
It's kind of how I live anyway, so it's kind of not unusual. How I socialize is like I'll meet somebody at a dinner party and I'll go, so tell me your top 5 traumatic experiences in your life. Oh, that's interesting. You know, it's what I do. And the space between my ears is quite complicated anyway. So I'm constantly trying to figure out who and what I am all the time. And so I'm trying my best not to be delusional to myself or to the world. So I'm just basically saying out loud what's going on in my head all of the time, sorting out the wreckage of the past, and trying to be a more whole person. In short, shit's easy. This shit's easy. You want to know trauma? I got it. Ask me any questions. All good.
I'm gonna be fucking famous! Shut up, you tit! Oh, fuck off, Glenn!
If you can see it in surround sound, the film is designed for Dolby Atmos, and it is designed to sit at different places in your head in relation to the screen. So there's moments in the film where we go into Rob's thoughts, and they're actually placed to the side and behind you in terms of the sound. And also, it's a big screen film. There is so much detail that you will never see if you watch it on a TV. And when you see it at the right scale, there is just so much to see as an audience. There is spectacle, and even on a big screen, there are things that you will miss, and you'll have to see it a second time to catch all of those things.
And the communal experience, the shared experience, is something that's getting less and less and less in the world because of where we are with technology, and it's so vital and important to hold on to that, because there's something, and namaste, spiritual about it, that if we all remain in our rooms, in our niche places, then something bad's going to happen. So go to the cinema, preferably to see Better Man. And the big moment, well, there's lots of big moments, but there is an incredible choreographed scene down Regent Street in London that Michael shut down to film overnight. And it's one of the best bits of cinema that has ever been recorded on film. And yet again, I was right, because I knew that was going to happen, and I proved them wrong.
I had to bring it back to yourself.
Yeah.
I do like how I went all technical about like the mix, and then you're like, it's communal. It's people dreaming in public.
Yeah. But dreaming together. I don't know, it's bollocks, isn't it?
No, it was good. I actually thought that was really good.
Ah, right. It was the answer I gave.
Could you talk a bit about the process of like how do you even shut down Regent Street?
Yeah, it took a year and a half to do all the paperwork to organise that, And then we had to rehearse it because you can't rehearse on Regent Street. We had to rehearse it separately in a studio with all of Regent Street taped out, rubbish bins, bus stops. We had to get in the double-decker bus to rehearse with that, and the taxis and everything was brought in. 500 dancers, the entire crew. And then unfortunately, at the end of that week, when we were meant to start filming, the Queen passed away. And so then we had to wait for the 10 days of mourning, the funeral, the coronation of the King, and it took another 5 months to get back onto Regent Street. So that number almost didn't happen. So when I watch it, it's amazing because people don't quite understand how close we came to that number never existing.
For the next 2 hours, your ass is mine!